I need $1 bad.
We are live, Christmas special, coming to you live on Christmas Eve. Ho, ho, ho. Shout out to all my ladies out there working late night at the club. You truly are what make this world go round. We got a special edition of the Line Chasers pod, week 17. 2 more weeks of the regular season left in playoff football. Starting to shape up. We got some teams that are fighting to change seeding, win divisions, and some teams that are dead teams. So this is where the lay of the land gets super tricky come betting season because motivation and team drive starts to come into play and is a factor here in these last 2 weeks. Some teams are dead teams and some teams are trying to push to make playoffs or change seeding.
Yep, here we go. Final push of the year. We are fighting for the dog cage. Corey's going to get into that units here in a sec, but tensions are high. We are missing a couple key members due to some Christmas holidays, but some of us are pushing through. So we're going to have a good pod and hopefully get a short and quick one out to you this week.
Absolutely. Corey, go ahead and fly us through the units.
All right, we'll go bottom to top as usual. Connor, still, you are in the cage. Minus 11 units.
Imagine that. Hey, quick
Did you
note.
make like 3 units from last week? You were minus 14, right?
Yeah, so I lost a unit this week. Honestly, not bad. Jalen Hurts went out. That fucking blew chunks early. And then Josh Allen having a career awful game against a bottom 5 defense was a kick in the nuts as well. Yeah, so that really fucked my week up. But overall, I hit all my teasers. Great teaser week. And, we're back this week, baby. Come on.
Yeah, baby. I know Brant, he was up a couple units, or maybe just one. He's at negative 5.6. He is second to last because Luke, who is not here to gloat, thank God, was up about 4 or 5 units this week. He became third to last after being bottom 2 basically the whole year. He's at negative 4.2, almost in the green.
Good job, Luke.
Oh boy, Luke.
I am actually in 4th to last or in 3rd place with plus 5.8 because Hunter, coming off the hottest week of the year, maybe.
Huge.
In terms of record, maybe not in terms of units gained, but in terms of record, he is at 7.39 units in the green.
We went, if you told me, we went 10, 1, and 1. And the only one we lost was the Patriots-Bills game, which should have soared over with the Patriots scoring 14 in the first quarter. Or no, we went 7-7, scored early in the second. And then we just couldn't capitalize much. And then the push obviously coming on Vikings minus 3. We gained a total of 14 units. Negative 7, 2-7. Dontavian Wicks, huge shout out. 4.5 units on Monday Night Football. First touchdown score as well. We should have sprinkled that. But very happy, and we're going to finish the year off on a high note and keep climbing. Finster, I'm coming for you. Corey, lead it on into Big Daddy.
Yeah, but we did make a unit on that over 16.5 Patriots team total.
We did.
I think
We
you
did. That
tell
was
me
big.
on that. The reverse
Sharp.
correlation. The
Yep.
books are telling you what's going to happen in this game.
That's right.
Play of the week. Finster, big unit gain on the week. Hit a bunch of 2-unit plays. Plus 22.69 units. Whew.
Yeah, I think I lost 2 bets. I don't know how many I had total. We hit our goal though of 20 units on the season, so the rest of my plays will be leans only, no solid plays.
We're done.
Leans
You
only
gotta
for the rest
catch
of the
me
day.
if you want me to be the dog
losing.
cage.
Can't lose if I don't place a bet. So
If you want me to be the dog cage, you gotta catch me. That's what he's saying. All right, I think we're gonna jump on into it, Connor.
Yeah, so obviously Christmas special. We have Christmas Day games. Tomorrow we have 2 games, which is sucks for the teams, but great for the fans. Sorry to all the players out there who are on the short week, like the Steelers and everybody else. Jumping and alluding to what I was getting into. Pittsburgh Steelers at home versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Steelers plus 2.5 at home. Over under a flat 44. Corey, get into some allure of this game.
First of all, can I just get into a rant a little bit here about how the Steelers have to play 3 games against their 3 best opponents of the year in a span of 11 days? I mean,
all these
what are the
teams
schedule makers doing?
All these teams are in that same boat. They did that on purpose, so there's no advantage.
No. The Chiefs and all 3 other teams did not have to play the 3 best teams on their schedules.
I mean, yeah.
we
And
talked about
back-to-back
it. You guys
in 11
had
days
the
spans.
hardest second part of your season. Like, that was
Well,
your second
you
half of the
schedule
season.
6 division games and then Eagles Chiefs in a span of 8 weeks, with 3 of those games being within 11 days. It's a joke. It's a ratings thing. I don't know. It's just everybody sees Steelers, they see Chiefs, the NFL sees money signs, and they don't really care about the players and their health. All right, done with the rant. I don't have an official play in this game because Steelers game. My life is on the line watching this. It will be the greatest Christmas present ever if they win. So I'll send it to somebody else.
Yeah, so big story in this game, which I was trying to get Corey to talk about, is George Pickens is in. There's a lot of ins for us. I can't remember all of them, Corey.
Deshaun Elliott in,
Yep,
Larry Ogunjobi in.
So which is huge for us. I know that Joey Porter is questionable. Is he out? He is out.
Downgraded.
Oh, wow, so he's out. But a lot of key pieces back for the Steelers. It starts to look like our team again. I love the Steelers as a teaser leg this week. So give me plus 2.5 paired with the Bucks at home at my 7.5. Steelers up to 8.5. Bucks down to 1.5 for 3 units. Finster.
Yeah, what an honor it is to have Christmas games. Whoever said Christmas Day is a basketball NBA day, you're crazy, bro. Thanksgiving is
There are
football.
some good basketball games.
hang on.
There's some good basketball games on.
Football is on Christmas. It's a football day. And we are blessed to have it. Thank the football gods. First play, though, this is an odd game, especially with the Chiefs. I first want to talk about the fact that what is going on with Isaiah Pacheco? Is this guy is getting out, basically snapped with Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt actually got more carries last week than Isaiah Pacheco.
I think you guys forget that dude broke his leg.
Yeah, but it's 3 games.
I don't know if it's
3
him.
games.
I mean, it may be a little bit of him. He still runs hard like he used to.
2.9 yards per carry.
The Chiefs' offense.
Texans
The Chiefs' offense isn't good. It hasn't been all year. They just win because they have devil magic.
But that's kind of the thing I was kind of looking at. I was very considering taking his under yards, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to go to a guy who just came back. This was his first game back. Marquise Brown. We're going to take his over in yards with 39.5 for 1 unit. Don't feel the greatest about it, but I like it because he had 8 targets last week on this team. Patrick Mahomes loves to
His
spread
line
the
is
ball around. That is
43.5
definitely
on
not
DK. Side note.
Okay, I always love looking at FanDuel. We'll take it at 43.5 though too. 8 targets last week. I love that number. It's definitely on the lower side, but he's kind of taken over that Rashee Rice role of these constant crossing routes. So that's my only play for this game.
Hunter?
I've got 2. If you tailed Luke Schultz and I, the Saturday special hit last week in glorious fashion. Shout out Texans covering the half point on the hook. We're going back to the Saturday special on a 6-point teaser. I've been introducing these more and more as the weeks have gone on with lines that I like. First leg being Pittsburgh Steelers up to plus 8.5.
Yes, sir.
I think the Steelers outright win this game, but I want to I want to pair it with, I'm going to go the over in the Ravens-Texans game. I'm going to put it down to 41. And that's going to come at minus 120. I still think Stroud is not looking good. And honestly, Ravens defense, once again, not impressing me. Steelers look good against it last week. And Joe Mixon's got to be utilized more. 18 carries, 53 yards. I mean, he was utilized, I guess, but he's got to be more efficient, I guess is what I'm looking for. Corey said it. today at the bar, they're going to be looking more to him in the pass game and the rushing game to kind of rely on as Tank Dell just dropped out. And then obviously not scared of any of these Ravens corners, so Nico should get his on the over. And then I already said it. Going back to this KC Steelers game, the other play I have, which is funny, Tony brought it up, is I have one unit on the teaser Corbett, and then one unit on Isaiah Pacheco anytime touchdown score. My thought here is 9 carries, 26 yards coming off last week. They're obviously kind of just coasting in. Yeah, they would like to win this game, but they're more than likely, just because the Bills already have 3 losses, they're going to coast into this top seed in the AFC.
Yeah, I think if they win this game, they're locked in as the
Yeah.
number 1 seed.
If they win this game, they're locked in. And my also thought process is you have to, with a talent like Pacheco, and like I said, before he got hurt with his ankle, obviously the lead back there, Kareem Hunt, wouldn't even be on this team. But you have to get him rolling, in my eyes, before come playoff time. You can't, I don't think a dual running back system here is going to be.
Run game's really bad.
Run game's bad, and Mahomes threw 41 times last week. So I'm hoping that they start to utilize him more. And obviously, Derrick Henry just ran for $163 on the Steelers defense. So I know they are getting Ogunjobi back to kind of fill the middle, but I still think there's going to be opportunity for him to get in the end zone. So we're just going to do a unit on both those quarterbacks. Pacheco's plus 155 anytime.
Love it.
All right, getting to the second game that the boys just alluded to on Christmas Day, the 4:30 spot. Houston Texans at home versus the Baltimore Ravens in the Dome. Texans plus 5.5, over under 47 flat. Hunter already mentioned some plays in this game. Fenster, go ahead.
Yeah, Connor already said it before the off pod. Nico Collins, give me the yards. This is just, honestly, this secondary for the Ravens is terrible. Absolutely terrible. He burned me last week, and just, I don't think the game script really fit for him really well, and he was constantly getting doubled. Spags had a pretty good game plan for him last week, so, but yeah, just give me the over here. It's Nico Collins. He's dominating the target share. It's high. I mean, it's scary.
No
I'm only
Tank
going for a
Dell,
unit. It's
no
high.
Diggs.
No Tank Dell, no Diggs. I mean, I don't know if the Tank Dell missing honestly does worse for him due to the fact that this Nico Collins just gets more and more looked at in the offense, but it should just equal a few more targets maybe, but 94.5, it's an indoor game, and the Ravens
92.5, and then the could I interest you in this, Finster? Plus 100 plus is 105. Plus 105.
Nah, I mean, we're already taking it so high. Might as well just get the 3 yards. It's just
get the 7 yards.
So high.
How do you feel about 6.5 receptions?
That actually with you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in 6.5 receptions as well as the 92.5 yards. I think it's a big Nico Collins
Here's the thing: he has so many big play threats. It might be down the field. The deep threats kind of help here. You kind of might have talked me into it, though, to be honest with you.
Do we go just the Nico Collins rampage over longest reception 29.5, 6.5 receptions, and 92.5 yards?
Okay, well, no, I changed my bet for you. I want to go Nico Collins 6.5 receptions, to be honest with you.
And not do the yards.
Talked me into it. I like that.
Yeah, I'm on it. I definitely want a
gonna
piece
look
of
at
him this
him.
game. Yeah, I want a piece of him this game. If I could bet his targets too, I'd be interested in that. It's not a bet though. But yeah, I'm in on the Nico Collins hype as well. I kind of want to take the yards too, to be honest, because of what Fencer's kind of alluding to, him being a big play guy. Yeah, I'm going to take him 90 plus for minus 135. I'm also going to take 6.5 receptions, both for 2 units for me.
I also have one more play real quick. In this game, I am going to be jumping on Joe Mixon 25 plus receiving yards for 1 unit at plus 120. Corey, he's averaging 24.2 on the season receiving. And like I said, just without the addition of Tank Dell, he's going to be utilized more in that pass game. With you don't have such reliable guys, and Xavier Hutchinson, 45-year-old Robert Woods. So he's going to be hopefully just checking it down in a tough Ravens front line. So give me a unit on that, and then yeah, I'm just riding with the teaser as well.
I'm also liking John Mechie the third as well at 28.5. I mean, somebody's going to have to get more looks in this offense, and these lines are
Yeah.
dirt low. So, man, I'm really liking John Mechie at 28.5. He seems like the Stroud's next best option.
Give me a unit on that too, Corey. The 27.5.
All right, Finster's got me too. Give me that for 2
Oh.
units.
To be fair to jump with you guys, that one game where he did get the looks, my God.
He
I
looked
like
great.
Mechie. I think Mechie's a decent talent. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Lions, wasn't it? Yeah, the Lions had
Lions?
74 yards. The next week he had 33 against Dallas. The Colts he had also had a bad game. I also really like it. Connor's right. This target sure has to go up,
It's
and
gotta
the
go
fact that
somewhere.
they're playing Lamar, this offense is really good. They're gonna have to score. Game script's probably gonna be passing a lot,
Yep.
and the Ravens secondary is awful. So I like that one too. To be honest with you, 27.5 that's dirt low.
It's
That is
so low.
so
It's
fucking
so.
low.
That's what I'm saying. This is a good opportunity to get in while the price is low and capitalize on some of these guys because nobody knows who the next guy up's going to be to kind of get that target share. And I'm really thinking it's going to be John Mechie. So, back. I do lean under in this game. I just, losing. I mean, the Texans are relying on Nico and going to have to be depending on John Mechie and some of these guys. But I'm not going to do it. I could see this game getting out of hand and then Texans just going absolute all-out game. Like what Finster alluded to, game script just kind of getting up there. So I'm going to pass on the side or the total and the side and just take some player props. Hunt.
Love it. I already
Corey?
put my
I
man.
want to add on as well. Sorry, Corey. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I know you guys are all throwing out these player prop overs. I have a play on the game. I view this game as everybody. It's gonna be Christmas. Everybody's gonna be betting it. Everybody's expecting it to be kind of a shootout, whatever. And I think the books are gonna rake here. I'm gonna take under 47 here. It's just a weird spot for me. I'm looking at all these player prop lines, and Connor said it. A lot of them are low. Besides Nico. I mean, Zay's line is 56.5. He usually goes above that.
He's banged
Yeah,
up.
it's a lot of these players. Nobody knows who's really going to be getting the ball on the Houston side of the ball. I'm seeing a lot of these props being low. I think the books know that this game is going to be kind of a rake fest for them, and everybody might go under.
Corey, you just talked me into it. Flip my over to an under. I want under 53 now.
Yeah, I think that definitely is the side on that, Hunter. I want the under so bad. I was really leaning the under now. I kind of want to jump on it too because I'm with you, Corey. I mean, and it's a short week for all these teams as well. I mean, it's kind of like we got to play on Christmas.
A lot of flags. You're going to be seeing the zebras out a lot.
I also
on the field there will be a lot.
Yeah, I also kind of like Mark Andrews in this game to have a decent game here. Zay is banged up. He's gonna play, but he's gonna not be 100%. So I'm gonna look for Lamar going there. I'm not gonna bet it though. My fantasy success in the Dice League is riding on him, so I'm not gonna be touching that. But go Ravens.
Yeah, I'm gonna be bold enough to say that the Steelers-Chiefs game will be higher scoring than this Ravens-Texans game.
Yeah, it's some great. That's the first comment. I think that's a little crazy to say that, but to say that game's gonna go over this one is absolutely wild. One game's also outside, and this one's indoors.
Yeah, true.
That usually favors the passing game. I want to add one more pick that I kind of been liking lately. I want to take Lamar Jackson's over in rushing, just due to the fact that the game before Pittsburgh, he even said it. I think his mom mentioned it to him. He said in the press conference that, "Why aren't you running more?" And then 2 games after that, he starts running for 10 carries, 11 carries again. He hit it in those last 2 games. Pittsburgh, he just does absolutely shit against it every time. So I'm gonna kind of ignore that game. I just think he's definitely going to break a couple, and it doesn't take much to get 45.5, so I'm definitely going to take that. Usually it's in the 50s, too, for Lamar, so you're getting like a 7-yard discount here. I'm going to take the overs here.
Are all your plays 1 unit, Finster?
Yeah, I don't feel the greatest this week as I did
Connor,
last week.
is your Mechie play 1 unit or 2?
2. Yeah, that's a wrap. I'm not gonna bet the under. If it was outdoors, I'm all in. But it's a
No.
strong
With
lean.
the biggest
Strong
under team.
lean.
I will say there will be one player in this game that completely fucking goes through their ladder and goes to the top, and somebody's gonna make a lot of money on it. I just can't choose who. I don't know who it's gonna be. It could be anyone.
I was really considering Larry Mechie, and I was like, you know what? Let's not be greedy here. Let's just take the 28.5 and get a nice win. So, yeah, a lot of combo about that game, but I strongly lean the under though. I'm with the boys. I'm just not gonna place a bet on it. Moving on though, we get a Thursday game, which is kind of weird. Or no, I guess it's not. We always have Thursday night football, but it feels weird with the two Christmas games.
So weird.
Yeah.
With the two Christmas games. Seattle Seahawks on the road in Chicago versus the Bears. Bears plus 3.5. Over under 43.5. Chicago's kind of a dead team. Corey, what do you got in this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the dead team.
Oh, wow.
Another one of those spots where it's like Seattle, you have to win. Everybody's gonna be betting on Seattle. I have one play that's the exact same reasoning later in the pod. But I think the books raked this week. It's just a weird one. A lot of favorites won last week. I don't know. We're gonna go with the Bears plus 3.5 here at -102 for 1 unit and just kind of pray.
I hate that bet. I've been betting the Bears a lot recently, and they've been killing me. They are so bad. Finster.
Go ahead. I'm looking at something real quick.
I got something.
Here we go. I love it.
I am going with a bet that has hit 7 out of the last 8.
I think I know where you're
It
going.
has missed by 1 yard on the one that it did not. It got killed on the hook. I will be taking Jackson Smith and Jigba over 69.5 for 1 unit. He is the number 1. At the beginning of the season, I was clowning Corey for saying that Jackson Smith and Jigba could be the number 1 in this offense. DK Metcalf has fallen off a cliff. Did score last week, but compared to the numbers we were used to seeing, Jackson Smith and Jigba, even if Jalen Johnson's on him, not concerned. He is actually a unbelievable talent in the NFL and will be.
He's the real deal.
As long as he stays healthy, he's the real deal. And Corey said it best. Seahawks need to win this game to keep up with the Rams here. So I expect them to be airing it out. I also find it very odd that the 2 highest touchdown scorers are Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah.
Kind of odd to me. But I'm going to rely on Geno Smith just slinging the thing. And like I said, I love Njigba because unlike Metcalf, Metcalf can get over the middle of the field, but Jackson Smith and Jigba lives in those little pockets in the middle of the field and will get you consistent 8 to 15 yard chunks at will. So I'm just going to be riding with him at should be 8 out of 8, 100% hit rate in the last 8, but we'll take a 7 out of 8.
Finster.
Yeah, literally, I was gonna say Hunter kind of. As soon as you said 7 out of 8, I was looking at the exact same thing. I'm also taking the over here. I was also considering taking Keenan Allen because the dude has been fat. Keenan is skinny Keenan now. That guy's been balling lately. I think he's at over 100 yards in the last 3 games. Might have to start him against Connor in the sleeper league. We'll have to sleep.
Yikes! Man, I'm looking good then.
We're just gonna stick. I'm gonna stick away from skinny Keenan Allen for now. He might be fat Keenan back on this game, so we're gonna hold off. Give me the JSN over 70.5. The biggest reason why I think he was not great in the first because they finally phased Tyler Lockett out of this offense.
Yeah.
That's what I said. They were good. They were slowly starting to phase Lockett out.
Finally, old fucking Tyler Lockett, who falls down to the ground every time he catches the ball, is out of the offense, and it's great. We get to see young JSN, the first round talent that he is, excel, and that's why his second half of the season has been great. Give me the over here as well. I'm with that.
Yeah, I'm with it too. I'm gonna tell the boys, famous saying, when you're not doing well, you just gotta follow people who are. So give me 2 units. Smith and Jigba over 69.5.
Love it.
Corey, you're the only one. You gotta jump on it now.
That's your boy, Corey.
I'm helping you guys by not getting on it.
Yeah, if we do a group bet, it's losing for sure.
Corey, you got anything in this game?
I had the Bears.
Okay, yep, that's right, and that's what I thought. No play on with me for the side of the total. I would bet the Bears, but they've been absolutely raking me. Every time I bet them, they lose. So this will be the time they win, and I'm gonna do Corey a favor. But yeah, I'm not betting the Bears. I also lean under in this game. It's gonna be a shitty game, to be honest. I just have a feeling. Getting in, we have Saturday games. I mean, it is fucking lit.
It's
Saturday.
great. I
Lit.
love it. I mean, just what an NFL week for
Lit.
us.
What a week. Week 17 banging. First Saturday game. LA Chargers on the road in New England. Big travel. Big travel. You haven't heard me say that in a while. Big travel spot here. Patriots at home +4. Over under 42.5. Hunter, big New England guy. What do you got? They played out hard. They played a good game last week.
We played a good game, and my God, if anybody tuned in or is on any social media whatsoever and you have not seen that Drake May first touchdown throw to Kayshon Boutte, might be throw of the season for me to watch. Real special guy we got.
Brother.
I once again, one of my leans of the year is Chargers -4. We are in a spot where I was actually talking to my friend Corey today. He was bartending. Shout out to all my workers working Christmas Eve today. Wait, where was I going with this? Oh, I'm saying
They're in the second.
all right,
pick
I got it. So we are currently in the second overall pick. Now, we have found the QB of the league, I think. I think he's going to turn out to be an MVP in the next couple of years and lead us back to the promised land of Super Bowls. But in the meantime, we have a lot of other work we need to do, specifically on the O-line and grabbing Drake May weapons. Now, going back to that, if we can hold this second pick, we have so much swing in the trades that we're going to be doing.
That's facts.
The Raiders are going to want to trade up. The fucking, who else am I missing here? Why am I blanking on teams? I don't know. Mainly the Raiders. Anyway, people are going to want to trade up.
I'm watching the Hawaii Bowl.
You're good. If we can swing back in this draft and take some more draft capital, get Will Campbell out of LSU, get McMillan out of Arizona, somebody, even Travis Hunter if he slips.
You want Hunter at 2 and just snag him up?
No. I do not, because somebody will pay good money to get their QB right there, whoever that may be. So I think we're in full tank mode. I think Drake May is unbelievable when it comes to the pressers, and he's alluding to, we want to win. We're all frustrated, but in realization, him and Mayo have their feet kicked up. Hopefully Mayo's gone by the end of the year, but he will probably not.
There's no chance.
But I think the Chargers whoop our ass here in Foxborough, but excited to see Drake May play football every week. So that's what I'm going to be doing watching the game.
Corey?
Sorry, Hunter. Chargers -4.
This is my lean of the year, brother.
Yep.
No comment, no analysis on that. Just
I think I banged it up for him. We don't want to fucking win.
Patriots played a really bad defense last week.
Yeah, the Bills' defense is slowly becoming one of the worst in the NFL.
21. Now they're going to play a good defense. There's not much analysis to put on this. Chargers know that they need to keep winning. So.
Pitster.
I was looking at maybe taking a running back prop here. That's what you just do against New England's defense. But they're thinking J.K. Dobbins might be back. So
he will be back. He will be back.
Yeah, he was limited today. If they had a prop out for the running back, or J.K. Dobbins, depending how low it is, I'd probably take it after the injury. Because this Patriots run D is just fucking abysmal. But I'm not going to take anything else. This is kind of a weird game for me. So,
yeah, I think my analysis, I've been hearing a lot of people that I listen to in the betting world being like, oh, Patriots hype. I think I like the Patriots. They played a good game against Buffalo. Don't buy that. I'm not buying that. They played a great game. I mean, yeah, they division rival.
Sorry to interrupt. We play Buffalo. Outside of the one playoff game we got annihilated in, we play Buffalo well. We really have.
Yeah, I mean, truly do.
Go on. Sorry.
I'm not buying the hype, though. Chargers, a lot of rest here. Patriots, not a lot of rest here. Yeah, Chargers -4. 2 units. I'm with you, Corey. Moving on. I will be at this game. I'm excited. It's a hell of a game. I've been looking forward to this. Denver Broncos on the road. In Cincinnati, Bengals -3.5, over under 49.5. This is a huge game for Cincinnati. They absolutely have to win this. Still need some stuff to go their way, but this will be a huge piece of the puzzle if they can knock 2 birds with 1 stone here. If they beat the Broncos, they are a really good shot to jump them and make the playoffs. If the Chargers handle business, of course. But huge game for them. So, Corey, your poll was up. Go ahead.
Tactical nuke incoming!
You said it best, Connor. The Bengals have to win this game. Everybody is saying it. Everybody's on the Bengals. Everybody fucking loves the Bengals right now.
Yep.
My 3-unit play of the week is the Broncos plus 3.5 points. I think they are the most overlooked team of the week this week.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I love Bo Nix props. I love everything about that offense right now, especially against this Bengals defense. I don't know, like, why did everybody start believing in the Bengals all of a sudden? They have the same fucking defense. They're gonna let them down.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
All of
I think
Cincinnati
this is. I don't know
has
how the
taken
Broncos
this
are getting
line,
3.5.
Corey, and shoved it up like 2 points. Because
I don't know
this
how.
line was 1.5, and now it's 3.5.
It makes no fucking sense. Everybody's like, "Oh, the Bengals, they have to win. Fucking, they're gonna win." No, it's the Bengals. They fucking disappointed their fans all year, and yet their fans are still fucking. They still have hope.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Pretty wild. Hunt.
Yep, I am. I'm not on the same page as Corey per se. I'm on the same team. I think the Bengals are more than likely going to win this game. I think it's a must-win. I think Joe Burrow is a very scary player to play against right now with Jamar Chase. But I think this is going to be a really fun and exciting game to watch. Bengals defense sucks, and I love Bo Nix. I will be taking Cortland Sutton's over 64.5 for one unit, please, at minus 120. He is coming off 2 weeks in a row where he has not hit this, but he has gotten 6 to 9 targets in those efforts. But did hit it the prior 6 weeks straight. So I think it's a great bounce back game for him. And like I said, Broncos are still obviously playing, so they will be throwing everything they got at them. And like I said, it's the Bengals defense, so not scared in the slightest.
These are playoff games.
Side note,
this is
kind of crazy. On DraftKings, there's a bet any team to score 30 plus. Yes is minus 135. That is insane.
That's still a little crazy.
That is insane. Finster, what do you got for me?
Me and Hunter are on like probably the weird same wavelength right now because I also have Cortland Sutton over in receiving yards just because how bad the Bengals secondary is. You have to score a lot of points to beat the Bengals. And this line I actually had Cortland Sutton yards in the Chargers game and he let me down. In real life, I don't think I bet it in here, but he let me down. So, old man, Cortland Sutton, don't let me down. I know you're getting there. You're 28 years old. You got to shine out for your team here. And everyone
years old.
28 is old for a receiver.
Oh no,
I
I
know.
know. I'm joking.
It's old, guys. But also the fact that everyone's like, the Bengals have like a high chance. It's not. For one, they have to have.
They don't have a chance. It's like
It's not very great, Eddie. But they have to have the Steelers beat the Chiefs because if the Chiefs win, they're benching players against the Broncos next week, and the Broncos have to.
And the Colts and the Dolphins play fucking
one,
cupcakes the last 2 weeks. Of the
I know,
season.
yeah.
It's just not great. I mean, the Bengals will still definitely try to win this game, but if they see the Chiefs beat the Steelers, it's just I don't know what you're really playing for. A pride, I guess. I really am thinking about taking Joe Burrow's under at 280, but God, the dude is so fucking. I also maybe Jamar Chase because Surtain.
Nah, Higgins is the guy you want to look to bet under.
That's what I'm looking at. So Surtain will follow Chase. I don't. It's just Surtain.
Surtain will probably be on Higgins.
Yeah, because Higgins is your outside receiver. Yeah, Higgins never plays in the slot.
Yeah, so they'll double.
They'll probably move Chase to the slot.
Yeah,
is what I'm guessing.
And they'll have a safety over top more than likely for Chase.
So Higgins under is the sharp play. Yeah.
Also, Nick Bonito, stud. Absolute fucking stud.
Very good football player.
Like, if TJ wasn't the DPOY, I would give it to Bonito.
What about Christian Gonzalez?
No. Respectively.
I don't think you can. Two things there. No is the first
he gone
thing.
in All Pro?
Not yet.
Wow. How?
The second thing there,
First
you
team or
can't really
second
give
team?
You can't really give DPOY to a corner. It's really hard. I know Pat Surtain is making a case for it this year, but it's
Gilmore
really
won
hard
it,
for a
didn't he?
corner.
Gilmore did
Stephon
it.
Gilmore did on the
Yeah,
Patriots.
but it's still really hard for a corner to win it. You
I think he's
usually
the
just see
last
edge
corner to win
rushers.
it.
He is.
Was Gilmore.
Yes.
Like fucking what's his face on the Cowboys the other year had
Ron
like
Bland.
he had like 6 pick sixes or some shit, and he
Yeah,
didn't
set
win
the
it.
record.
Like
Yeah.
I said, I will be at this game, so I'm all in.
I might be at this game.
Hunter might as well. I'm all in. All my plays in this game are going to be 3 units because I will be here. I will be drunk. I will be screaming. I will be in a Steelers fucking jersey, the only guy in the fucking stadium, in a box in a Pittsburgh Steelers jersey. So all my plays are 3 units. Cortland Sutton over 64.5. Bo Nix over 21.5 yards rushing, over 49.5 total points. It's going to be electric. The jungle will be fucking rocking. The banks will be absolutely fucking packed. You don't know what that is. It's a strip of bars right next to the stadium. It'll be packed. It'll be rocking. And yeah, we will be locked the fuck in, hanging out, watching a hell of a football game Saturday. So, like I said, Cortland Sutton 64.5. Bo Nix 21.5. Rushing over 49.5. All 3 units. Lock me in.
Give me the unit on the Bo Nix rushing.
29 and 29 and a half.
21.5. We keep forgetting that prop. It's easy money,
It
dude.
smashed
It
last
is.
week
It
by
does
4
smash.
yards.
So why are we not on it, Hut?
Because he barely got it last week, and that scared me.
And that scared
He's
me.
running a lot less.
He had a 15-yard run last week that pretty much was the only reason he got it. But, well, you know what?
That's how quarterback props go, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rushing
it is.
props.
But I'm already in on Cortland Sutton. Like I said, my units have gone down. I'm trying to take less bets as the year goes on. But I like it, though. I lean it for sure.
DTR at 49 against the Bengals last week.
Moving on, though. Last Saturday game, we have a NFC West matchup. Arizona Cardinals on the road in LA versus the Rams. Rams minus 6.5. Over under 47.5. This game is smelly to me. Let's see if my boys can sniff it out. Hunter.
Cardinals plus 6.5 1 unit. This is
Yup.
to me. This to me is the Cardinals have no. I love when teams have nothing to play for it, but they're still going to compete. I've seen a lot of speculation. I don't know if you guys have on Twitter, if some of my smaller guys, that Cardinals are potentially looking at moving on from Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
He has not been playing well, but I think this NFC West division will be tied going into the final week with the Seahawks picking up a win in Chicago and the Rams ultimately, I think, losing this game. I'm going to take the points just because it is a huge point. I think this point differential is comical. But Connor, I smelled it out too. I've been looking at this line since we started the pod.
Smelly.
I think they're gonna. It's interdivision. I think they're gonna want to ruin their chances. And yeah, not much explanation there, but 1 unit on that quarterback.
Yeah, Hunter kind of tapped on a little bit here. I'm just going to make my rant super quick. I did say there are some teams that don't have a lot to play for, right? The Cardinals are eliminated from playoff contention, but this is a different situation. You have one of your NFC West rivals. You have a chance to spoil them. And honestly, I don't think the Rams should be laying this type of points against a Cardinals team that I view very similar to this Rams team. So I'm with Hunter plus 6.5 for 2 units. It's in SoFi too. Yeah, too many points for our Rams team that honestly I don't have a ton of respect for. They just beat the Jets 19-9 in a stinker, a fucking stinker. I mean, that game was fucking ugly. So yeah, give me the fucking Cardinals. I actually kind of like the money line value at plus 240. I'm not gonna get greedy. I might later though. Plus 6.5, 2 units. Corey.
No play in a Cardinals game for me.
Wow.
I can't find an angle.
Yep.
We just told you the angle.
Oh yes.
It's an ugly angle, brother.
Finster.
But we're taking it.
I'm against you guys here. I don't. You just got absolutely defeated against I want to say really bad, but against a Panthers team that's just not good.
The Panthers are hot.
They have the Carolina Reaper.
Okay, okay, that's I don't know where you got that from. That's awesome. But this Cardinals team, that your playoff chances are on the line.
They're deer.
You're in overtime. You got
They're eliminated.
last
No,
week,
he was saying the Panthers game.
the
Sorry.
Panthers game. Your playoff chances were on the line. You're in overtime. You get the ball first. You get your fourth down uh, gamble that you make in overtime, and you lose still. It was a really bad defeat. I think when you do have that kind of bad defeat, you look at the guy next to you and you're like, do you trust this guy? Like, I don't know. I really don't think team chemistry, team morale is going to be this high for this game. And then you got a fucking Rams team that's been playing better and better every week with more and more guys coming back from injuries.
Better and better?
I think they've played better and better since the end. I mean, they weren't great at the start of the season. The second half, now they're having a playoff chance. Like,
They
I
didn't
think this
score a
team-
touchdown.
They're gonna
week
get a home
15.
playoff game, buddy.
They didn't score a touchdown week 15 and had 242 yards of total offense last week against a Jets defense.
They're
The
still gonna
Jets
get a home
defense-
playoff
the,
game.
The Jets team the last couple
Huh?
of weeks been playing good.
Huh?
That is true.
The Jets have been playing good. Like they're playing good football. Like
Stafford
they're
was
playing with
14 for 19 for 110 yards, a touchdown, a pick.
the
other.
Jets. I'm talking about the Jets team, not Aaron Rodgers. The Jets team as a whole, especially on the defensive side of the ball, has been playing better. The defense we were expecting going into the season. That's who they're playing at. That's the level I see them at least. So I can't take the 6.5. I think this is a great teaser spot here, just to bring the Rams down to PK, and I'll say the second team when we get there.
See, we can both win.
Yeah, we could both win.
We can
both win.
I agree. We can both win that. I just don't think the analysis on the Cardinals like nothing to play for. I just think you just had your playoffs hopes literally
Spoilers.
shot away.
I agree, but this is a big game for
And
them moving forward to the next year. This is a different team. Like, some of these teams are
Kyler
dead.
Murray's trying
Or
to play to get a fucking contract.
some of these teams are
coming up,
dead
buddy.
and have
I
nothing to
don't
look
think he
forward to.
wants to stay in Arizona, to be
Cardinals,
honest with
the
you.
Cardinals have a promising team, a good outlook. They're just like not. I wasn't expecting them to do anything really this year, but I mean they're playing for a decent outlook and to make a statement of them going forward. So I expect them to still play. Getting to the Sunday slate. Buffalo Bills at home versus the New York Jets. Bills minus 9.5. Over under 47. Corey, what do you got?
Sorry, Hawaii Bowl is getting intense. We're going into a fourth OT. What
1-800.
Hunter, what do you got in this game?
Take it over. Take it over.
game?
To me, it kills me because I want to bet this game so bad. I think the sharp play is take Bills minus 9.5.
Yeah.
The only reason I am not betting this is because of Josh Allen's comments in the post presser. It sounds like they have almost conceded, which I mean, you got to make up 2 games on the Chiefs to get the 1 seed. But I don't think that I could see players getting pulled this game. I could see Josh Allen not playing coming out of the second half in this game. I just don't. I think they're comfy where they're at and they're fine. They know they have the capabilities to beat the Chiefs. And Jets have been playing some decent football, good enough to cover 9.5. But if Josh Allen didn't make those comments, this is a classic just AFC East beatdown. Really good team versus a real shit team. But I'm going to play with the lean. I already got a lot of units out there, to be honest. But I would advise, if you're not scared of Josh Allen's comments, put the money on the Bills. I think it's a great spot for them to bounce back in a game that they should have won by a ton more against us. But
You're on the Bills?
no, that's a
No?
lean.
Lane.
It's a lean.
How do you like the over? I think this is a points game. The Bills' defense has been awful. I don't think any defense has allowed more points than the Bills. I mean, to let up 21 points, no offense, under the Patriots, is impressive. And then they've let up huge numbers. I mean, letting up 21 points to the Patriots is like letting up 40 to an average team, right? So,
But it's Drake May.
I like the kid, but he's throwing a fucking Demario Douglas and fucking Jalen Polk. So it's
Booty.
yeah, Booty. It's rough out there, man. Corey or Finster, take this over. Tell me something.
I'm with you on half of the over, I guess. Give me the Jets team total over 18.5. And it's just like how I just said. You just said it, the Bills' defense is really good. I don't know how much. I just said it on the prior piece we were just doing that I think the Jets' defense is better than they really have shown in the first half of the season. They played well against the Rams, against a decent offense and the Sean McVay offense scheme. So I like the Jets team total. They've hit it I think in the last four out of 5 games. So I like this spot here for the Jets offense. Devontae Adams has been cooking.
Yeah, I think they're lucky his player props are now because I would
Garrett
be in.
Wilson is about to go nuclear this game. I fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be either one of those guys go off, and Brees Hall. I don't know. They've used him more than I thought they would with their playoff hopes going. So, and it doesn't really matter. I think Braylon Allen is just as good. So either way, they.
Oh, sorry, T. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Real quick before Connor jumps in, I just want to. We keep talking about their defense. I just would love to make a point because I don't think we really did. Woody Johnson's got to be an all-time clown in the NFL. The difference in this defense, I don't care if Saleh wasn't winning games. That defense came out to play every fucking week when Saleh was the head coach. So I don't think we talked about that enough because it really has shown. And once again, we've talked about coaching all year long. That's the differences in why I think the Jets have honestly been so bad, and it's understandable. I mean, losing your head coach, yes, but I did not see the defense being this bad throughout the year, and they've been getting better. But man,
Yeah, last game couple weeks better.
Yeah, but go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Con.
I also see like an Aaron Rodgers. Sorry, Connor. I was saying one more thing.
Right.
I also see this is going to be like an Aaron Rodgers fucking Green Bay Tundra game, but it's going to be the Bills. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were like, I guarantee you, if we mentioned one time, I want to make a bet. I don't know who's going to be casting the game, but I guarantee you they mentioned that once. Aaron Rodgers is used to playing in this 20-degree weather and there'll be snow. I guarantee you that a comment will be made.
Yeah. Give me Jets team total over 16.5, 2 units.
16.5 or 18?
It's 18.
16.5 is what I want.
What's the
minus 155? Is that crazy?
Buying it down to, I mean, you get the 17, I guess. That's good.
Yeah.
I think they can score 3 touchdowns or at least 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals at least. So.
I mean, I really like 16.5. I mean, to not score 17 points against this bonehead Bills defense is fucking laughable.
Okay, you want me to make you feel a little better?
Yeah.
They put up 22 on the Patriots, 21 on the Texans. They had 6, a really bad game versus the Cardinals. I don't know if you guys remember that game. That was abysmal. They put up 27 on the Colts, 21 on the Seahawks, 32 on the Dolphins, 25 on the Jags. And they just had that kind of bad offensive game against the Rams. But I think the Rams have a good defense, so. That makes me feel any better about the 18.5. That's just kind of where I'm at.
Okay, give me the fuck.
How about you trust me on
is
this?
18 even a real score? Because 17.5 is minus
on
115.
17.5, you said?
Yeah, it's minus 115.
I mean,
is
you're looking
18
at
a real
like 20.
score? Can you get 18?
I mean, you can get
20
18. You can get any score.
Well, duh, but
18,
I'm just saying.
You get 6 field goals.
18.5, you're looking at a 19. I don't think buying it down is smart. Just trust me on this. Trust me, Connor. We'll come back to this bet. Just trust me.
Okay, god damn it. 2 units, 18.
I do this with Luke all the time. I say Luke.
Just through the one. Just through the one, like I'm doing.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. Trust your boy.
Little baby. Come with dad.
Come on.
I like the bet. I just 17 at 16.5. I'm like, I'm all in, but the juice is killing me, so I couldn't take it.
150 is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy juice. Anything else in this game?
Gosh, dude, I was just looking at everyone else who scored on the Bills. They put up Bills again a lot of points.
Brother, that's what I'm saying.
Game,
yeah, brother, the Bills' defense has been like arguably the worst in the NFL in the last 5 weeks.
The offense is a wagon.
Yeah. I love this game. I love this game. Indianapolis Colts on the road versus the New York Giants. Giants +8, over under 40.5. Corey, I saw you shaking your head. What do you got?
Under 40.5 points.
Actually,
I don't think this Giants team is capable of scoring points in the NFL. I like Tyron Tracy. Yeah, he'll be running the ball around.
I like Neighbors.
And then Jonathan Taylor and AR, how many rushing yards did they combine for last week? Like over 300?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
stupid.
I just think this clock is going to tick, tick, tick. The only way this goes over is if the Colts score 35, which I don't think they will.
What?
I have a semi. I've been backing it down. I want one max play a week now. I wish I could do this, but I like another game more. I have a semi max play, and I am gonna do it what I did last week, where I'm doing a write-in. I love this time of the year, especially for player props, because we start getting into incentives. Players are going to be looking to make a little extra dough for the holiday season. Jonathan Taylor is, I believe, 178 yards off 1250 rushing yards for the season. I can almost guarantee you he's got incentives for 1,000, 1250, and 15. You know he's going to be pumping that ball. Last week was a revival week. I think he had 217 yards rushing or whatever it was. Corey, I want 2 units on whatever Jonathan Taylor's rushing line is when it comes out. I will keep that updated, but I'm taking whatever number it is. Obviously, the Giants' defense, no sexy Dexy. They are cooked up front. They're going to be running this ball however they want. And I expect, like I said, I think Jonathan Taylor's playing for some money. And he looks like a clown still to the league for the drop before the end zone. So, yeah, I expect a big game at him.
Yeah, there's not a more dead team than the New York Giants. Not a more openly tanking. We want the first pick. We want to lose. We have no effort. Everyone's gone sort of team than the New York. I just said Jets. I meant Giants.
You said Giants.
Oh, did I? Okay. I thought I said Jets. Yeah, I am in on these Colts. In a teaser, though. I'm going to be teasing them with... between the Steelers and the Bucks. I really like the Bucks spot, though, man. Yeah, give me the Colts and the Bucks in a 2-team 6-point teaser, 3 units. Anything
Bucks
else?
did cover
on
this
game?
line in the OT win against the Panthers last time, if you remember that. You're 1.5.
Yeah. So, anybody got anything else on this? Move on to the Bucks game.
Downey, are you not jumping on that right in with JT's rushing yards with me?
It's not up.
I know it's a right in. I'm taking that line at whatever it is. I put it in there. There's no number.
I'll take it too for 2 units if we're writing it in. I mean, hey, put me in on that.
Take a right in with me. He's going nuclear.
I bet it, but honestly, he fucked me last week with his nuclear game being this week and the underdog week. So I had like 30% of them. So I'm kind of bitter. I'm not doing it just for that. That's my reasoning.
Moving on.
I hold a grudge. That's why I
Moving
can't have a
on.
favorite team. I'd have a lot of grudges.
Carolina Panthers on the road in Tampa Bay. I've alluded to this game a lot. Bucks minus 7.5 at home. Over under 48.5. Reason I'm so big on the Bucks. Absolute must win. They are fighting with the Falcons to get into the playoffs. They have to win this game. They know they have to win this game. It's a huge game for them. What more is there to say? They're the better team as well on top of it. And I've been a Carolina rider this second half of the season. Bryce Young is a good quarterback, a good football player.
Crazy to change up from everybody on that.
I'm a dynasty owner of him.
Bryce Young, I was your only believer.
But yeah, I'm in on the Bucks a lot too. I'm also am gonna take a unit on over 48.5. Both these defenses let up points. Carolina especially. God, somebody else talk before I make that over bet. Hunter, go ahead. I'm looking at something really quick.
Yep. Once again, man, I love spoilers. And Carolina Panthers aren't in the market for a quarterback, I don't believe. I'm gonna jump out on a limb with that. So I really don't think as long as they have a top 10, 12 pick, they don't really care where they're going to fall. They'll find some value. I'm going to be placing a unit on the Carolina Reaper himself, Bryce Young, plus 7.5. This first game, Bucks won by 3, taking it to OT. Bryce Young does look very good. Bryce Young is running the football a lot, finding good spots for him to rushing yards. I think that's also a good player prop you could find. I just think 7.5 is too much. I think the Bucks just kind of got exposed somehow by the Dallas Cowboys, who have sneakily won 4 out of their last 5 football games. But I love this spot for the Panthers. I think they're playing spoiler again. And I could also see the Bucks dog walking in this game. But I think the Panthers are a good football team. I think they've been playing better. I think morale's high. J.C. Horn talking some shit in some post-game interviews. I love it. So I'm going to rock with him. I'm going to rock with the Carolina Reapers, baby. Come on.
So player props are out for this game. I don't know if you guys remember. This was the Bucky Irving welcome to the fucking league. He went for like a $150 touchdown. Rashad White also went for like 70 in this game. 70, high 70s, went nuclear. Bucky Irving's line is at 96.5. Rashad White is at 60.5.
No, you're looking at rushing or receiving, brother. Bucky Irving.
Yes, I am. 77.5. Rashad White's 41.5. Guy's a rookie. Looks at the wrong line. Oops. Sorry. Wow. I am really thinking about hammering all 3. Baker over and rushing at 15.5. I've been writing that a lot recently. Rashad White over 41.5 and Bucky over 77.5. I mean,
not after that fumble, dog. Lost in the game.
Yeah, but then I'm just going to phase him out. I mean, Bucky fumbled 2 as well. So, I mean, they're both kind of like, in the same boat here. God.
Just take Bucky and close your eyes, buddy. Just take Bucky. He's the lead back.
I'm going to take Bucky.
You want to win.
Put Bucky in.
Put
I'm going to
Bucky
take Bucky and Baker over rushing. Bucky 77, Baker 15.5 for 2 units.
Bucky is 77.5.
That's what I meant. No more questions at this time, please.
And Baker's 15.5?
Yes. Moving on. Dallas Cowboys. Whoa, Fencer. Whoa, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Goat. I didn't know you hadn't spoke yet.
You also didn't ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't care about you. You fuzzy little fuck.
All right, this is the second part of my teaser of 6.5. We're gonna bring that down to -1.5.
That a boy.
The Carolina Reapers, have they seen the Tampa Bay Baker Mayfield? I'm gonna bake you
They
now.
literally brought him to OT.
How about that? I know Tampa Bay Bakers, baby. That's what we're gonna name this team now. It used to be Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, what the fuck is that? It's the Tampa Bay Bakers. This team has something to play for. It's playoff hopes. It's a really good rush defense. And to be honest with you, the way the Panthers offense works, they have to have Chuba running the ball. They can't rely. I love Bryce Young. I think he's good, just not in the greatest system. They can't rely on his arm. That's the best way to beat this Tampa Bay team. They just shut down Rico Dowdle in the Dallas run game, which ain't super impressive, but it still shows how good the Rusty is. I think they've been a good Rusty all year. So it's just a perfect tee spot to go ahead, Hunt. Do you have a comment on that?
Yes. I'm after watching, God, I love Baker Mayfield first off, and I honestly love this Bucks team. Todd Bowles fucks. But I'm gonna go out on a limb, and just for your point here for Russ defense, Vita Vea might be one of the most unspoken players in the National Football League. That guy is unbelievable in the middle.
That head on Jake Ferguson was crazy to stop.
Level them.
Go on.
Boom.
I just had to shout out Vita Vea. Somebody clip that and tag him. I hope he responds.
Connor, were those player props 2 or 1 of you?
2.
Go ahead.
Wait, what
Corey.
you got in this game?
Nothing. Move on.
Dallas Cowboys.
I didn't know if you knew that. That was my 3-unit play of the week.
What's
Okay,
your 3-unit play of the week?
That
It was the teaser with the Rams and the
Bucks.
yeah.
Bucks are a really good teaser leg this week. I mean, like I said, the spot is just kind of amazing for them.
Tony,
Hard to
I'm
beat.
on spoilers this week, and you're not on spoilers this week.
No, I'm
Cardinals, Panthers, baby.
Yeah.
I like the
We're
Cardinals.
on
I
the end
don't like the Panthers this week. I just don't.
Get ready for my bankroll.
Ooh, do I sprinkle to cover my bases? Dallas Cowboys on the road versus Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles -9 over under 41.5. Jalen Hurts playing? Finster, what do you got?
If I had clarity on the Jalen Hurts situation, it's unsure at the moment. I would be slamming the Eagles here. I just can't because of that reason. I liked how good Kenny Pickett just played. He didn't play bad.
Huh?
Kind of took the game away, to be honest with you. He stares down receivers. That's his problem.
Oh,
When he lost
really? You're
AJ
telling
Brown,
us?
yeah. Sorry, Pittsburgh fans. He stares down receivers, and that just leads to bad interceptions. He needs to move his eyes and move defenders. Just not doing it. I love the Eagles, just not at 9.5. That's kind of wild. It's almost a buy low for the Dallas. I would honestly not mind it
You're
plus nine and a
speaking
half.
my language.
Wouldn't mind the Dallas plus 9.5.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna do it.
I'm on Dallas plus 9.5. Dallas is playing extremely hard. I really like how they're playing. 100.
+9. They're not 9.5.
Oh, I'm taking it to 9.5. I want the hook. Plus 9.5, minus 118, just for a unit. Because me and Fenster have been big Eagles riders since the jump. But Dallas is playing really hard. They're kind of showing that they want to keep Mike McCarthy, which is interesting. Big Mike looking like he's going to stay the Dallas. I'm telling you, it's not Mike McCarthy. It's Jerry fucking Jones.
I agree with that
The
statement.
dude needs to fall over. His player situation is terrible. Now Dallas has been banged up. They've gotten a lot of their defense back, and the secondary looks amazing. I mean, unbelievable the plays that secondary is making all around. Can't think of the cat's name who plays safety for him, but he's unbelievable. Number 2 on the Cowboys. He was making unbelievable plays. I can't remember his name. Jerron Bland made a great strip sack to win the game.
Oh, Jordan Lewis.
Yep, Jordan Lewis is the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable player. Would love to get a signed jersey if you listen to the pod, Jordan. Love to get you on. Yep.
Nah, it's hard for them.
But
Wait, get fired.
yeah. But give me Jordan. I'm backing Jordan. Give me a unit on the Cowboys plus 9.5, minus 118. Hunt, come on, Hunt. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Come
I
on.
know. I love playing spoilers. I do think, unfortunately for the Eagles, bad news. I think your NFC 1 spot was just slipped through your fingers last year.
Mm.
That is, I
I
agree
think
with that
the
statement.
Lions are going to control their own destiny and take it. And like I said, this Cowboys team, 4 and 5 or 4. They won 4 out of their last 5.
Hot. Hot.
Jalen Hurts, if there is any doubt that he is not fully recovered from his concussion, he will not play in this game. So for that, we are rocking the Dallas Cowboys popcorn bucket from AT&T Stadium. Shout out my Cincy Bearcats getting blown out by Alabama. But we will be rocking the Cowboys for 1 unit. I am going to take plus 9. I think the Eagles, if they do win, will only win by 3 to 4 points. I think it's going to be a lot closer game. Cooper Rush has kind of been slinging that thing.
Yep.
And I dig it. And I expect a bounce back, I guess, from Rico Dowdle. I think he's better than actually people think. I think it's awesome that Zeke has sucked this year. It's kind of let him come into his own light. But yeah, I just think it's just way too many points, especially for Jalen Hurts being uncertain in this game. I think it's absurd that it's at 9 right now. So we'll hopefully find some value.
Amazing. Any other plays in this game, Corey?
I don't know, my brain is wired differently, but the way I'm seeing it is with the uncertainty that Jalen Hurts may not play, that this line is still on sportsbooks and that it's still at 9 points. So I'm always a believer in the sportsbooks kind of know everything that's going on. I think Jalen Hurts is going to play, but I'm going to take the Eagles in a teaser. So I'm going to tease them down to -3, and I'm going to pair it with 2 games from now, it's the Titans. I'm teasing the Titans up to +7. +7.
I love it.
I would love to tease the Eagles. Like, if Jalen Hurts doesn't play, it's just not looking great.
I still think Kenny can cover that.
Also, wait, just real quick, I want to make a note. We said this when, remember we talked about Mahomes? Remember when that line jumped from +3.5?
Yeah, Vegas don't know
3.5?
dick. They keep the
Vegas
lines.
Grant also thought Mahomes wasn't playing. I said Mahomes was going to play 100%. I just want to point that out. But I'm saying concussions are a very funky injury to try and game plan for if you're a sports book. So I don't know. I'm with you though. If they know he's playing, then yeah, it's a sharp line. But I'm hoping that maybe they're like, why risk it when we can beat the Cowboys with Kenny Pickett? They think.
I think
Yeah, but
there's
I don't know
guys
why.
built into where he's playing. I agree
I
with
don't.
Corey.
Yeah,
I
no.
think there's
Yeah,
minus
I don't
nines
know
saying he's playing.
why. If there's any doubt that that Jalen Hurts isn't gonna play, why the game is on the books. I think DraftKings
Brother,
and
they
FanDuel.
put the
They
games
did
on
it
the
with the
books unless
Chiefs.
they get news. They always put the lines
Yeah,
up
they always-
unless there's
It's-
news.
Yeah.
Then they take it down, then adjust and put it back. But they keep the lines up, Corey. I mean, are you a rookie, bro? Come on, man. You gotta get dialed
Don't say
in.
are you no.
Come
I've
on,
seen
bro.
it
You gotta
plenty
get
of
dialed
times where
in.
when players are uncertain that the line.
They
isn't
don't
on
just
there.
leave lines off for extended
Yes,
periods
they
of time.
do.
No, not days. No, they do not.
They have absolutely done it before.
Okay, well, we're gonna agree to disagree on that one. Moving on, Las Vegas Raiders on the road in New Orleans versus the Saints in the Dome. Saints plus 1.5, over under 37.5. Fenster, take this one away.
Absolutely not. You couldn't pick the worst game to bet
I had to
on.
sneeze, and you were just the guy I was looking at.
I'm with
No,
Ben. I don't even
you're
wanna
good.
talk
I
about
don't
it.
even want. Is this game even worth talking about? Like, what?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
This is-
This
can we
is
just skip this
Somebody
game?
tell me.
These
I don't
teams
have
are
to play.
beefing
I don't
for
have to play.
pick spot. I got to play here, and it is the 1-800-GAMBLER play of the year. It is a two-team teaser. Corey alluded to it. There are two games on this slate where my eyes locked in, and I said, this is the real estate me where I look at crap and make it beautiful. I see two ugly games with two teams who are all fighting for pick contention. They're dead teams. No, they don't want to win. They're all fucking third string,
don't
second
tank.
string quarterbacks. They don't tank, but morale gets low. And all four of these teams I'm looking at, morale is 0. So it's going to be close games. None of these teams have the capability to blow any team out. So here's what we're going to do. Saints. It could have been the Saints, the Raiders, the Titans, or the Jags in any combination. It doesn't matter. I'm just looking at the points here. Saints plus 1.5 paired with the Titans at plus 1. Give me a 6.5 point teaser. So give me the Saints up to plus 8, Titans up to plus 7.5 for 3 units. This is the 1-800-GAMBLER play of the week. It's gross. It doesn't matter which team had the point differential. I'm just looking at this from a straight. Nobody can blow anybody out. It's going to be ugly. Give me the teaser. 3 units.
I don't think AP gives a fuck about what pick he gets. It seems
Listen,
like.
AP can't give a fuck, but his team sucks. So it don't matter what he fucking cares.
So
His
do the
team
Saints.
blows.
First
Absolutely.
game all year to get 0
Absolutely.
points.
Nobody can blow anybody out. That's the logic here. It's going to be close games. Moving on, though. Titans on the road in Jacksonville versus the Jags. Jags minus 1, over under 39.5. I already alluded to what I like in this game. Hunt?
I have it in a teaser. So
Give me Jacksonville money line 1 unit. I don't want to talk about it. Actually, I will talk about it. I think they're in a similar situation to the. Who did I say earlier? Shit. What team was I talking about earlier that just doesn't care what Panthers? It reminds me of the Panthers. Jacksonville paid Trevor Lawrence all this money. They have their franchise guy, which he should be with Dez running the streets of Dayton, Ohio, dropping DoorDash deliveries off to houses. But I think the Titans are more so on the tanking than the Jags are because they need a QB.
Unintentionally.
Unintentionally, we might add. I've said it since the beginning. I like the Titans. I'm a Vrabel guy. I know he's not there anymore, but Titans always will have a soft spot for me. I love the uniforms, but I would love if Jalen Milroe was a Tennessee Titan. I think he's the steal of the upcoming draft, which we will talk about in our draft video. You don't have to. That's fine. Nobody believed in me when I said Bo Nix could win Offensive Rookie of the Year either, which he might not now.
Okay,
But
Bo
anyway.
Nix and Jalen Milroe. You're talking about a quarterback who's
Anyway.
extremely inaccurate. The guy who was a stud.
But Jacksonville, I don't think they don't care where they'll fall. They're gonna probably grab, if I had to guess, a corner potentially. And who knows? They might even be in the fucking Genty sweepstakes. I think it's a team that is sneakily in that sweepstake. I think ETN is gone. I think he might get cut. He's ass. But
Yeah,
I think it's a good. I don't know. I'm betting on Mac Jones again. This might be my 1-800 bet of the week. I don't know. I hate it, but I'm taking it.
Corey Finster.
It's in the teaser.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, shout out Mac Jones last week. I had a 3-unit play on him and Brian Thomas, and you guys all looked at me like, you disgusted, I'm retarded. Smashed their lots. Absolutely smashed. Brian Thomas, 132. Mac Jones threw for 250. I mean, come on. That's 1-800 gambler bet, right?
Hey, jump on the money line with me. We've been on the same wavelength, baby.
Absolutely
One
not.
unit.
I could bet on some of the players, but betting on the team as a whole was a
Is a
different
joke.
story. Yeah, fuck that.
2 4 o'clock games. One's a banger, one's a shit show. Dolphins on the road in Cleveland versus the Browns. Browns plus 6.5. Over under is 40. Big news: DTR is going to play. Second big news: it's going to be terrible weather, rain and cold. For all the things I just said, under 40, which is wild. 1 unit. Give it to me here. You heard it here. Hunter, you in on it
That
too?
as well.
Yeah, it's gross. 40's
Browns
so
might
low,
add score a
but
point.
40's so low, but Tua and the Dolphins are proven. South Florida, fair weather team. This is not going to be a fair weather game, but also the Browns are as incomparable with DTR as it gets. So, talk about a team that is straight tanking, no fucking questions asked. It's the Cleveland Browns.
Also, Dolphins are in a weird ass spot because they're really not playing for much in this game.
Absolutely not.
They can still
are
make the playoffs.
They're
Yeah,
very
but-
slim. Very, very slim to make.
I mean, they went out. Broncos have to lose out, and Colts have to lose a game.
Yeah, and
That's
once
slim.
again,
I think they may have the tiebreak over.
I thought that was for the Bengals, what you just
No,
said.
no. Well, yeah,
Well,
that's
for
for the
the
Bengals,
Bengals.
but I don't know if the Dolphins have the tiebreak over the Colts or not. So it could just be Broncos lose out and what else?
And
did I say?
also, once again,
They have to win out.
What do they say about the Dolphins? They cannot play in the cold. They suck. We saw that against Green Bay. Tua can't throw a ball in the rain.
Nope.
So I love it. I think this game finishes. I'll go on a limb here. I'll go 17-10 is your final score.
It's going to
Dolphins
be
cover
gross.
under 40.
Gross. Corey Finster?
Under 40 is also my play.
Yeah, it's so sharp.
Why are
You
we
guys
all
explain.
on the
It's
under
so
40?
sharp because it's a best bet. It really
It
is.
is. I'm also on the under 40. Tua came out against Green Bay and said, "We're here to kill the narrative. We're here to say that it doesn't matter that I can't play in cold weather." And what does that motherfucker do? Put up 17 points and get blown out by the fucking Pack in Lambeau. I see the same thing here in the Browns defense. Miles Garrett still scares me. So yeah.
Tua
I
could
will-
die. Tua
Hang
could
on a
die.
second. Is his lineup? I got a great. His line's not up. I would love some A-chain check down. They did it so much in Green Bay. Yeah, I would love his reception line, but I don't see it on there. That might be my nuke play that Sunday for myself. But
Moving on to the actual good game of the 4 o'clock slate. The best game of the week. Green Bay Packers on the road in Minnesota versus the Vikings. Vikings -1. Over under 48.5 in the Dome in Minnesota. Hunter, you look upset.
All right, a lot going through my head here. Green Bay fucks, man. I love Mason Jordan Love, and I love their defense. My God, their defense is awesome to watch. I think we said it, or I think I might have stated it really early. I think I brought it up when they played the Eagles week 1. Xavier McKinney, awesome pickup. I think the free agent ad on the defensive side of the ball for this season. Give me the Vikings money line. I love it. I think that this Vikings team is. I think this is more of a rather than playoff implications. I really don't think this changes much either way.
They're competing with the Lions for the 1 spot.
Yeah, I
Absolutely
get.
they are. And they play the Lions, if I'm not mistaken. So they have to win this game.
I understand. But I also, going into it, I think this is a
Yeah, they play the
statement game.
Vikings. The Vikings-Lions play next week in Detroit for the 1 seed if they both win. If one
Yes.
of them lose this week, it could get weird, but yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, I think it's a statement game. Honestly, I don't know if this is going to be a hot take. I might look back on this in the offseason. If Sam Darnold keeps this up, he's not going anywhere. I'm on that train.
Fuck no,
that they
he's
will
not going
sign
anywhere
him.
where he is. Yeah.
13
13-2? You're going to let the guy
JJ
walk?
McCarthy throws a wrench in it, and then
He
they
does
spent
not.
a first-round
He's gonna-
pick on him.
Hey, listen, they did the same thing with Jordan Love. He's going to chill. They're going to let Darnold do his thing. He's going to learn, and then he's going to come in and be a stud. But I'm telling you now, Darnold's the cat. I mean,
Darnold's a cat, and like I said, Jettas is Jettas, man.
Yeah, he's
I don't care
ridiculous.
who he's playing. So I think this could be a loser. This game, literally, to me, the line says it itself. It's literally a 50-50 toss-up. It's just what team do you prefer, and I have been a Vikings doubter all year until about 5 weeks ago, but I'm rocking with them now. I think they're a pretty good force to be reckoned with. So 1 unit, money line -112, Corey.
Corey.
Yeah, I was debating on this game or the Broncos game being my nuke play of the week. I ultimately decided that the Broncos were the better play. However, I do love the Vikings in this game as well. I'm also taking their money line at -112. I don't know. It's just one of those games where you have a feeling, and I think the Vikings might beat them by a lot.
I like it.
But we're just going to take the money line.
I have been on the Vikings since this team was
Here we go.
conceptualized. And wow, was I right. I didn't know they were going to be 13-2. It was
Not
my
a shot you could've predicted
this was my
13-2,
biggest
dog.
W take of the year though, for sure. The Vikings are a wagon. They got a real chance to compete in the NFC playoff picture. I mean, this team is great coaching, good defense, great offense, good players all around. They're healthy. God, man, I really like the Vikings. I like the Packers too. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I mean, do the Vikings own the Packers now? They already beat them once this year. Also, the Packers are kind of in a weird spot. They're not playing for much. Can't win the division. They can't really move up too much in the playoff picture either, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so they're kind of locked in. Unless Philly does something crazy and the Commanders start doing something crazy. But in reality, though, if you go from the 4 to the 5, not a big deal. You're just going to play the same team. You just switch home. If you're the 4 and the 5, right?
Great.
It matters.
That matters a lot. It's just Lambeau.
Hold on. Sorry. I'm curious because they'll be the 5. They'll be the 5 playing the 4 versus the 6 playing the 3. They won't get home field because they wouldn't win their division anyway.
So you'd play the Rams in LA, which I rather play the Rams in LA than whoever the East winner is. The Eagles would be the second.
I guess it could be big because
it would be the South. It would.
Yeah. So if
your four
they
division winners automatically get
That's right.
No, that's what I'm saying. It'd either be the Rams in LA or Tampa Bay.
So this game is kind of big because the Vikings are 2 games ahead of the Packers. So if they beat the Vikings and then went out, they would jump them. Correct?
I'd rather play the Rams in LA than Tampa Bay and Tampa Bay.
Yeah, so that's probably where their head's at. They'd rather play the Rams or the Seahawks, whoever that division finishes. But yeah, for all that said, I want the Vikings for a unit. Vikings -112 for a unit. That's true.
So we can have back-to-back group rides.
We got
Under
Vikings.
40
That makes me
and
want to just
all
take the Packers.
Vikings money line.
Yeah, you probably should take the Packers. That's
I think I
probably
take the
smart.
Packers here, but I just don't. I don't like this spot for the Packers.
Well, I got this Sunday night game is gonna fuck. I told you. That's all I'm gonna say. Atlanta Falcons on the road versus the Commanders. Commanders -4, over under 47.5. Side note to what I was alluding to, I told everybody this Falcons team is gonna get a huge bump with Penix under center. It is true. He's a better quarterback, looks better, throws a better ball, more mobile. Everything I said came to fruition. It was bone dead easy to see. It was the right play. They drafted the right guy in the draft. It's gonna work out for them. I think this Falcons team they're in the catbird seat. They control their own destiny now. They went out. They won the division. They get home playoff games. So all that said, my nuke play of the week is Falcons +4 for 3 units. No more questions at this time.
That's crazy.
Commanders come off of a thrilling win against an absolute peak for them. Falcons are extremely pumped. They control their own destiny. It's an easy spot. It's a no-brainer spot. +4 is a present to me. So 3 units, Falcons +4. Hunt?
Yeah, I think Connor touched a lot of points that I was going to touch. Is Falcons do control their own destiny. I expect, honestly, them to probably win this game outright.
Yep, I'm with you.
But I'm going to rock with what we've said all year, and this Commanders defense is very, very bad. So I'm going to do my second write-in, and I hate to do this, but I want to get this out before I forget it. I will be taking Bijan's over in rushing. I just watched Saquon Barkley drop 100.
Tailing that for 2. Yep, I'm with you.
On
That's gonna
Commanders
be
defense.
probably 90.
I'm on it.
I'll take whatever. It could be 115, and I take it.
Because Penix has opened up this offense to where they can't just pack the box in and Bijan's 3 yards a clip. It's back to we have to respect this. We have to respect the ball, the deep ball, and yeah, Bijan's looked amazing last week.
Bijan 22 carries. That's the volume I want to see every week out of this fucking team. They dropped 34 points. Yeah. I know it was against the Giants. It's a bad game to pull. But still, Commanders defense is on par with that Giants defense in the run defense. So I'm going to rock with that. And I also shout out Connor. I think +4 is way too many points. I think it should be a 2.5-point line. But I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to stick on Bijan for 1 unit.
It's going to be 85.5 is what other books are opening, so it'll be around that.
That's perfect. Corey?
I lean the Commanders here. Penix, yeah, he looks better than Kirk, but I mean, 202 a pick. I know the pick was because Kyle Pitts is a fucking idiot, but
so
46
stupid.
48.5 QBR, 73.5 rating. I
don't think it was.
I still don't think Michael Penix is that good. I think we're overhyping.
It's not about Penix being so
I'm
good.
not basing it on Penix.
No, it's more or less
it's going to run through Bijan.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
I don't
the
think
running game was good.
And I wasn't saying Penix is going to be this next coming to Christ. I'm just saying he's what the Falcons offense needs. He's an upgrade in every category for them. So it's like, how can you not be excited about this Falcons team going forward because they are fixing all their problems? Yes, Penix is not this next coming to Christ who's going to be a unbelievable, immediate, like, oh, wow, he's 100 QBR, 3 touchdowns, 300 yards. No, but he opens up the offense to allow cats like Bijan to be a way more dynamic player because he has aspects that Kirk just doesn't have. He's just not very mobile.
Well,
the ball's not coming out of his hands very well. It's just it changes the whole team dynamic as well in the locker room, I imagine. So I'm excited about the Falcons.
You don't take a quarterback in the top 10 unless you're expecting him to be your franchise quarterback.
Right.
So they are thinking that Michael Penix is going to be their future. I just don't. I'm not a believer. He can 100% can prove me wrong. I'm going to wait a couple weeks before I make bets on the Falcons. I want to watch this game, but I am leaning the Commanders in this one.
See, I'm trying to get ahead of the curve. Finster.
Yeah, I'm glad Corey kind of said it. I'm just also not on the Penix train. I mean, it's just hard to judge a guy. It's gonna be his second career start. Didn't look not overly impressed with this guy in the first start, and they're not changing the scheme for Penix. Like this is still a Sean McVay built offense. That's where their coordinator came from. And they do a lot of motion. That's why Darnold, Mooney, and Ray McLeod shine this year because they do a lot of crossing routes and a lot of motion, a lot of receiver runs with those guys. So, I don't see how that's changing the offense with Penix being in there. I mean, he has the deep ball, but I mean, I watched the game and didn't look like London was getting a lot of deep ball targets. I would love to see the air yards he threw if he was just missing them, but I didn't see a lot of opportunities there. The Bijan play I was looking at, I liked it more when I did a little bit of a look at it. If it's 85, I just can't see it because if it's 85 and a half, I'll take it. I just in the 90s, it gets a little sketchy. So if we could write mine in, if it's 85 and a half or less, I'll take it for a unit. But if you jump up into the 90s, it gets a little sketchy because he's been missing. He's been right around 92, 93 yards. So it's been not something I want to definitely put a lot of money on. So
Yeah, I'm all in on this game. No more questions at this time. Monday Night Football. Last game of the slate. Detroit Lions on the road versus the San Francisco 49ers. Niners +3 at home. Over-under is a high 50.5. Yeah, this game's smelly to me as well. Hunt.
Nuke of the week. Nuke, 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 nuke of the week. My only quote, it's coming from Hunter Anderson. It's not even a quote. It's more so just Christmas is the season of giving, and I am giving you a mortal lock here. Okay, straight from me. This is my present to you all. It's the Lions -3.
Yeah.
This is I think Dan Campbell, personally, this is a revenge game for him. They should have went to the Super Bowl last year. Jameson Williams scores the first touchdown in this game, and the Vikings dog walk them the first half, and the 49ers somehow have a miracle and come back and win this game. I do not think the Lions are going to think twice about this game. I think they're going to blow them out. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to do. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is already a top 3 back in the NFL, and I think he's proving it. I think the coaching goes to Dan Campbell. I think the offense goes to the Lions. I think the defense could probably sway towards the 49ers just due to injury, but the Lions is good enough to contain. Purdy's look like shit as of late. So I think I also like the over. I think both these teams naturally, I don't think the 49ers offense is good, but I think they naturally just like to score points against each other. But I'm going to bank on the Lions. And like I said, no further questions. Give me 3 units on that, Corey. -3 at -120.
Yeah, everything Hunter just said, I'm on, but I'm gonna take the Lions in my bankroll builder, so I do like them a lot. I'm with you, Corey.
This game makes 0 sense.
It doesn't at all.
I don't know how the Lions are -3. I feel like they should be more. The Niners aren't good. I would usually take the Niners in this spot because NFL makes no sense. I don't know. I like unders this week, so under 50.5. If the Niners are gonna, if the books think the Niners are gonna keep this game close, then I think the defense has to show up, right? The Lions can't score fucking 40 points on them. So I think the under's the sharp play here.
I don't mind it.
Finster.
I'm gonna double down on I guess have to kind of double down on my teaser. Give me the Lions money line with the Rams money line at +105 for a unit. We already talked about the Rams.
Yep.
I hate buying or taking -3 lines. Won't ever do it. So I'll just take the money line at -185 and use the Rams to get even money. The Lions defense is my only concern here. They played well. I want to say played well. They didn't play great versus Chicago with Caleb Williams, and the injuries are still kind of a concern. It's just the Niners offense is just not the same this year.
No.
I don't know if it's Chris McCaffrey that excelled at that much, where he's just a total absolute.
I mean, Ayuk out as well. You're missing your
True.
perimeter receiver. Trent
He
Williams
was
has
bad.
missed 6 games in a row.
I
with
did not know
ankle
that. I didn't know it was
injury.
that many.
Yeah,
Wow.
Trent Williams has been out 6 weeks in a row.
Yeah, this
They're
Niners offense
not the
is
same
just
team.
different
Not the
this year.
same team. Yeah, I mean Trent Williams, I feel like is the biggest piece that has been kind of haunting them. When you're missing a guy like that who just moves
They're
one side of
blindside,
the
too.
line, I mean that hurts. And makes sense why Purdy's rushed so much this last stretch of the season. So I don't really take it on Purdy so much. He's just in a tough situation, trying to do the best he can, and he's not a superhuman type quarter. He's not Josh Allen. No. He is a good quarterback, but he's no superhero. So,
Mr. All of it almost.
Yeah, right. Almost like he was the last pick in the draft. Hindsight shouldn't have been though. Definitely a good NFL quarterback. Should have been drafted way higher. Bankroll builders. I got one for you. Detroit Lions paired the Cincinnati Bengals plus 139 for a unit. Gimme. Finster, you don't do this segment. Hunter, what do you got?
Yep. We got 2 dogs.
Oh.
We are gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers money line. Parlayed with the fucking, what was I calling them earlier? The
Carolina Reapers.
No, the fucking what team? What was I saying earlier? The teams that ruin them. The I don't know. Whatever. We're gonna pair it with the spoilers.
The spoiler
team. We're gonna pair it with the Cardinals money line at plus 240, and it is a plus 682 parlay. We're gonna put 1 whole unit on it.
Cool. Wow, Corey.
So I'm getting
back it down to a half. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm getting into the Christmas spirit.
He's giving away units to Vegas.
It's the season of giving, and instead of giving away units to Vegas, I'm gonna give away money to the viewers. You can go ahead and lock this in as soon as you see this pod. It is an anytime touchdown scorer parlay. It is Isaiah Pacheco, Hunter, I know you're on that with me, paired with Derrick Henry. That is a plus 296, basically 3-1. We're throwing 1 whole unit on it for the 2 running backs, 1 in each game.
Wow.
That's fun. I actually, somebody come back to me. I'm going to find a first touchdown score I like.
A first touchdown score.
Yeah,
wow. That is something.
I lost a whole unit on that last week. We'll not be doing it again.
Throw half a unit on Nico Collins' first touchdown in the Ravens game, plus 1,000.
Jesus Christ. What are we
That's
getting?
my,
what
that's
does
my,
this
that's my
podcast
Christmas,
come to?
That's my Christmas present.
What does this podcast come to? Right. That's going to be a wrap.
This is a good pod.
That was an amazing pod.
Great pod.
No Luke, and it was like really well
Everybody's very respectful.
maintained and
We said it's going to be a quick pod. It was an hour and 30 minutes. So we lied to you. It's a Christmas special, though. It's the season of We Give No Fucks. It's week 17. We're here. Ho, ho, ho. Shout out to all my strippers and hoes working them late nights, doing God's work out there. We appreciate you. Sorry we couldn't make it to the club this year, ladies. But, we got bigger fish to fry with the Line Chasers podcast.
We're on the way right now, actually. We're
we're on the way. That's going to be a wrap.
We're leaving right now.
That's going to be a wrap. Also, to end this, not like anyone's going to listen to it, but we'll act like they are. We've been talking about ideas for next year's podcast. If you have any, drop them in the comments.
We will be posting to Instagram this week. We're going to post on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Drop the comments on what you I know Aiden Savely, shout out to you, came up to me in good time. Charlie's on Blackout Wednesday, said you love the pod. Drop some comments on what we're thinking. We are looking to move our Sunday recaps into a potential
live destination, people.
It's in the works.
Doing this IRL would be really good, I think.
It could get disgusting and gross.
Some fists could be thrown, though.
Yes,
Yeah,
it could be a reality TV show. So lock the fuck in. 2025 is going to be a sick year for the Line Chasers into 26. Big things coming. We got a lot of good content coming your way for next year. This was like our pilot. When you do a TV show, you do the pilot, you figure out what you want to do, and then you run. It's just like King of the Hill.
What?
So
What?
just take that with a grain of salt. But we got some big things coming. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to just grow, and be the biggest, baddest fucking sports media
Joe Rogan,
on the
we're coming
planet.
for you.
Watch out, PMT.
You-
Watch out, you
Yeah,
fuckers.
PMT's the guys we're really coming for. We are going to
I
be
need
better
a
than
dollar
you.
bad.
We're going to be better than you, and we need $1 bad. So we will be coming. But anyway, that's a wrap. And enjoy your Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Go Steelers.
I need $1 bad.